Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome one and all to the class of 2018 graduation spectacular. And now, your host for the evening, Gabe. Thank you, folks. Thank you. Ooh, I shouldn't get that close. Ooh. Boy, do we have a show for you tonight. Death-defying stunts, bad puns, prop comedy, tasteless violence. We got it all. Now, this might sound a little unorthodox for a graduation speech, but I was having a little trouble writing it. Throughout high school, I lived by a very simple mantra. Do tomorrow, do tomorrow. So, this is a little hello from the Gabe of a Thursday night. So, you know, out of all my time here at FCS, this is something I heard a lot. People would say, Gabe, you might be pretty smart, I guess, but you sure don't have any common sense. Now, I don't know if that's correct, but I know I do have quite the collection of uncommon sense. 50 state quarters, including the territories and DC, all of the westward journey nickels, and a bunch of those national park quarters. But if you have any information on the location of a Shenandoah National Park quarter, could you see me after the meeting, please? All right. Anyway, back to common sense. It's not that I lack common sense any more than a common man. It's just that the common man would use his common sense in order to keep shut about the times when he's being really dumb. But, of course, as Thomas Jefferson said, when he chopped that beanstalk, honest tea makes for an honest meat. So, as I understand what I've heard from people, the most important part of any graduation speech is a long, extended metaphor about life and all that. But if I learned anything from creative writing, it's that cliche metaphors may in fact be the worst thing in all of existence. So, unfortunately, you won't be hearing from me about how life is a journey, or a story, or a family vacation, or a 3-act play. Instead, I've got these fresh metaphors right hot off the presses for you. So, I couldn't decide which one I like best, so we're gonna try them all. Life is like going to the Pirates of the Caribbean ride at Disney World, right? During senior trip, of course. It's mostly a fun, pleasant ride with bursts of excitement and thrill, but for some, life will take a wicked turn, and it hurls your phone into the watery grave of Davy Jones' luck. Your immense grief leads to bumming for spare change and leftovers from friends, and an especially cold night spent in your underwear, hair drying your soaked cash. A moment of silence for the phone, if you will. Life is like leaving a birthday party when you're out in the middle of nowhere. Some of us will have an easy drive through the next portion of our lives, but the NHS presidents among us might in fact end up in the pitch black on the wrong side of a divided highway. Thankfully, his mad joyride was quickly brought to an end by the cold hand of the law. Life is kind of like, oh, wait a second. Forgot the crossing out gag. Let's do that. No good. All right. Life is like when some hullabaloo goes down in the hallway. You know how it is. There's some shuffling, some scuffling. You know, what's good? What you thought? You know how that goes. But so you've got this whole room of able-bodied dudes ready to stop the brouhaha right there. But man, we went running. Instead of us, the unimposing Mrs. Sailor, shawl and all, had to come to break up the fight. Life is kind of like a desk marked as free, left out in the hallway. You scoop that baby up first period and bring it with you. Man, it's tough. All day long, you're lugging it between class, and everyone's like, there's no such thing as a free desk. But you can never let those haters kill your vibe. That desk would be the greatest gift any freshman buddy had ever received. But, of course, like all great movements, you will be stopped by the man who confiscates your desk without remorse. Life is kind of like when you try to get points back on your homework assignment. You waltz on up to Miss Sizemore's desk, and because Aaron got 6 points higher on his homework, even though he made the same mistake as you. But, like all those who try to influence their superiors to get ahead, you were foiled, and Aaron lost 6 points on his homework. I really am sorry, man. I didn't think it would go that way. Life is kind of like receiving an unexpected award at the awards chapel while you're sitting at the top row of the bleachers. You know, at the name Jack Handley, you say, me? You stand up all of a sudden, but life throws a backpack under your foot for a quick second and your little fall down. It might hurt a little, but life always makes up for it. All right, life is kind of like a power outage that cancels the rest of the school day. in your great moments of escape, the lights suddenly reappear. Boy, did we run. It was a mass exodus likely to never be repeated. Everyone hopped into random cars and peeled out to save us from the horrifying thought of finishing the school day. No regard was given to the items left behind. Not bags, homework, and especially not little siblings who may or may not have been named Zeke. Are any of these good? Life is like Nate Piser's massive self inciting a riot on the tables of IHOP. Life is like rubbing your teacher's bald head. You know what? Class of 2018. We don't need any metaphors to understand the importance of this day. We've done so much. Over these 4 years, we've survived the restless onslaught that they call high school. Freshman year, we first started to find out what it meant to be up in the wee hours of the night, working on projects we should have done weeks ago. Sophomore year, we rose up against the senior oppressors and instituted our dominance over Spirit Week. Junior year, we died, buried under an avalanche of school papers and sheets wrappers. And senior year was nearly as bad, but at least it wasn't junior year. For those of us moving on from here, it's gonna be weird when our church-raised habits are no longer the norm, but y'all at Liberty do have 4 more of those. But from now on, people won't be able to randomly spout out the VeggieTales theme like we can. But what if you meet somebody who says, Gesundheit, or even worse, Happy Holidays? You know, for all years, people have come and gone, but we've always managed to keep our identity as a class and our identity in Christ. Some of us are going off to our dream school, to pursue our dream in our favorite subject, and hopefully to get a job in a field we love. Others of us didn't get that, but that can't bring us down. When you step out those doors, your future is in your hands, and you're in God's. Let Him guide you. Never stop learning. Never forget what you've learned. Wait. I've got it. Life is like a long, drawn-out graduation speech. There's mostly just filler words that people can nod their heads to, maybe some good gags and a little bit of inspiration sprinkled in. But in the end, no matter if your speech was boring or a bit too long or too jokey or too serious, there will be the applause. Your family will stand and cheer, and maybe if they're like mine, they'll ring their cowbells and whoop absurdly. Woo! Each of us giving our speeches has the chance to say something to inspire someone who's listening. None of us know it all. Not even me, the illustrious, dashing, rabble-rousing, phone-losing, ring-a-ling, and as-if, dart-tooting, metal-wearing, boy-looking, ad-looking, gay Mary. But all of us know something. Put that something in your speech. Be the words that inspire forgiveness, change, and progress. Don't be afraid to say what's on your heart, even if people are asleep. Those who care are paying attention. Well, now you've all heard my speech, and we're listening for yours.